YTPC. Good evening. Buckeye Piper here. Smoking Mrs. Buckeye out. Tonight is the night. I thought I should play some, like I was telling Mrs. Buckeye Piper, we need to play some jock jams, like dun 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 dun. Yeah, I don't know. 400 sub guy. Here we go, folks. Before we get into it, let's revisit this video. Maybe a little lengthy. You're going to have to bear with me. Let's revisit what I put in here. Some of this you knew about, some of it you didn't. And guess what? There's going to be more that I'm not even talking about right now. So my calculations, there's 22 ounces of tobacco in here. Not quite a pound and a half. They'll be over a pound and a half by the time we're done. Mrs. Buckeye's crazy on the amount of tobacco she smokes, so I gotta try to keep up with her. But anyhow, thanks for everybody that's gotten involved, and thanks for everybody that's watching. And thanks for everybody that's going to stay around, because this might be a little bit of a lengthy video. But you know what? It is the super spectacular 400 sub giveaway. Super spectacular 400 sub giveaway. Did I miss anything, Mrs. Buckeye? I legitimately asked Mrs. Buckeye if we had strobe lights and could do like jock jams and all that stuff tonight, but I don't have any of that stuff. I'm sorry. Maybe if we get to 1,000, we'll do strobe lights. Let's recap, first of all, what's in this giveaway. Well, it's in my hand. The 20-ounce stainless steel tumbler from Ozark Trail. This will be personalized to your channel, or whatever you want it to say. If you want it to say John's Morgue Body Removal, we'll put that on there. I should say we'll put almost anything on here. You want something, maybe not. So, we'll be the judge of that. But pretty much anything goes. R-rated mug. So let's start with what you knew about. And let's start with what you didn't know about. You knew about the 4 ounces of plum pudding, Seattle Pipe Club, Special Reserve. So that's 4 ounces. Mrs. Buckeye, keep track of the ounces for me. 4? You got it. You knew about the 2 ounces of Moon Trance. Great aromatic. Do with it as you please. 6. You knew about the 2 ounces of Growl S'more Samuel Gowath. 8. So we're a half pound of tobacco right there. You knew about the Maltese Falcon. 2 ounces. That's 10. And you knew about Lane Burley Bite Without a Bite. 4 ounces. 14, right? All right, Mrs. Buckeye's keeping track. 14. Here's what I've added so far, and there'll be more coming. What you didn't know about. 2 ounces of Sansa Poke Roll Cornell and Deal small batch. 12? 16. That's 16. That's why I have to have an accountant, folks. 16. Mrs. Buckeye's on it. There's your pound of tobacco. You also didn't know about 4 ounces Lane Limited HGL, fantastic aromatic slash English, really good blend. Takes us to 20. And I didn't tell you about 2 ounces of Cornell and Deal's Haunted Bookshop. 22. So that's almost a pound and a half. And I'll put a little more in there. I'm not even done with my samples yet. I don't think it'll get to 2 pounds, but we'll probably get it to a pound and a half and then some. Good stuff. Okay, that's the tobacco. 22 ounces, Mrs. Buckeye?
Yes.
22 ounces. That's enough to keep a dude like me in tobacco for a year, because I just don't smoke that much. Somebody like my friend Doug Curmudgeon, that's probably a day's worth of smoke for him. Just kidding, Doug. I know it's not a day's worth of smoke for you, brother, but you know, I tell a quick funny story. I was going to order a Doug and gift him a little bit of tobacco, and they were charging me by the dump truck to get it to his house. Well worth it. Good guy. So if you haven't checked out Curmudgeon, check him out. And by the way, I get my jabs into a few people tonight. Jab, jab, jab. That's what it's all about. It's my Super Bowl. Hopefully we'll get to 500, 600 and can do this again pretty quick. Okay. That's the tobacco we talked about. Here's the pipe we talked about. Morgan Bones Devil Ants. Look at that, Mrs. Buckeye. Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Beautiful. It's got a nice, I love these, man, because they've got different unique characteristics. That cut there is awesome. Unsmoked. It is a finished bowl. Some Morgans you get unsmoked that are bare briar, some you get finished. It's just the luck of the draw. Chris does a hell of a job. You knew about that pipe. You didn't know about these pipes. This is a nice hardwood, cherry hardwood from Missouri Meerschaum. Fantastic pipe. I have a few of those in the collection. And you didn't know about this pipe either. You didn't know about the old Missouri Meerschaum acorn, basically acorn devil ants. Great little pipe. I have one of those as well. So we have 118 names going in the hat tonight. And I covered those earlier. Want to say a special shout out to Smoking Vets 2. Thank you for watching the video earlier. Thank you for catching my error. I found your GAW or your VR, and you are number 116, 117, and 118 in the number scheme as far as VRs. So Mrs. Buckeye, if you would kindly hand me the Mrs. Buckeye made bag of death. Check out her work, folks. Skulls, because I'm a Halloween baby. This is the bag we'll be drawing out of tonight. It's empty right now. Velcro. Maybe a couple of them. So, we're going to dump in the first 20 names, 20 numbers. As I told you earlier, We're doing poker chips. Here's 1 to 20. Dumping them in the bag. Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about the pipe I'm smoking tonight. Smoking the 168 Stanwell. It's a 9mm filter. It's called the Elephant Foot. It is, what's the term I'm looking for, Mrs. Buckeye? It's not in production, but it's a special release 168 Elephant's Foot. I can't remember the term, and I apologize, folks. But it's a 168 Elephant's Foot. It's beautiful pipe. Got a great shine. I need to wax it a little bit. It is a 9mm filter. Special release, I guess is what I'll call it. Saddle bit. Smokes like a champion. Let me throw in a little bit more flame on this tobacco. Using the Enlist Now United States Navy Zippo. Actually, I had to change the flint out today. It was very interesting. So I had burned through the flint on that bad boy. So first 20 names are in the hopper. Let me go ahead and dump the next 20 names in the hopper. Here we go. You can see this is 21 and on. 20 chips here. Mrs. Buckeye is putting that in the way. A little bit. They're in the hopper. Shake them up, Mrs. Buckeye. Let me tell you about the tobacco smoking tonight. Tonight's kind of like a special night, right? So busted out the Esoterica Penzance. Anybody out there with a little bit of Penzance you wanna sell? I know it's getting top market. I would like to purchase an 8-ounce bag of Penzance. As I choke Mrs. Buckeye out. But I would like to purchase one. If anybody has one. I dried this bad boy out for about 3 hours today. And it is fantastic. Again, you've heard me say many times on my channel, not sure I would pay $200 and some a bag. That is the going price. So if you've got a bag, I'm not looking to shortcut anybody. If you've got a bag of Penzance, you're interested in selling it, talk to me. I would like at some point to make an offer on a bag. If you haven't tried Penzance, it's worth it to try it. Again, is it worth $200 for 8 ounces? You do your math, you know, you're talking what, 20 some bucks, 23, $4, not even an ounce. When I put that in perspective, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, it's expensive. But then I put it into perspective of what I pay for a cigar. And if you're paying $20, $30 for one stick of a premium cigar, 8 ounces of tobacco, you're going to get a lot more out of that than you're going to get out of a few sticks of cigar, a few cigars. Penzance is a Balkan blend, really rich, really full-bodied, really nice smoke. Have no problem with it. Again, is it worth that much money? That is up to the eye of the beholder. But that is what the market is dictating what it's worth at this given time. But very good. So now let's dump in the next 20 names. 20, and I'm killing Mrs. Buckeye, I'm sorry. This is 41 on. Going into the bag of death here. Being mixed up well. Let's talk about the drinks tonight. Double fisted this evening. So I'm drinking a little Mich Ultra, which is my number one beer without question. Coors Light guy through and through, but when I try to cut back a little and watch what I'm drinking, I'll drink the Mich Ultra, but either of those two. If you've watched the channel and have observed, you know I'm a fan of the whiskey. Tonight, if I'm going to do a review, and I'm going to shoot y'all straight, because you know that's what I do to y'all. I take care of y'all and I shoot you straight. This is just okay. This is Defiant, and it is made here in North Carolina. It's made in the Golden Valley region of Bostic, North Carolina. And it's okay. It's okay. You know, it's a single malt. I have no really major problems with it, but it's not Scotch per se. And it's just not, I'm just going to say it's okay. On ice, the aroma is almost medicinal, which I don't care for. Flavor profile is deep, but really, I won't call it medicinal, really kind of, I don't know what the term I'm looking for here is. It's not sweet, it's not sour. You know what I'm gonna tell y'all, and I may be wrong, but to me, it's got a well water kind of vibe. You know, if you grew up in Ohio, especially, because the North Carolina well water is not like this, but if you grew up in Ohio, the well water has kind of a little bit of funk to it. Defiant, little bit of funk to it. It's what I'm going to tell you. And, you know, that's one of the things it says. It's bottled with water that is drawn from deep under the distillery that is a natural purity, and it's not altered in any way. So that's kind of, I get that vibe, but it's not my thing. So Defiant, I probably won't buy another bottle of Defiant. Any level of Johnny Walker, the blended Scotch is going to beat that. You know my Monkey Shoulder is going to beat that. I'm just not. Give it your shot. You know, I'm not here to talk anybody out of anything. Give it a shot. See if you like it. It's not a hard pass for me. Not a hard pass for me. I will definitely drink it, but not a favorite either. That's the, as Mrs. Buckeye yells out, Jesus, that's that Ford 150 there that I've told you many times I'm not going to miss when I move. I just want to take my F-250 and hook a freaking tow cable to the front and yank the grill off, because it just sounds terrible. It's not even a diesel. Just sounds terrible. And he sits there and revs it like it's got guts. It's probably a V6 that doesn't have a muffler. Just sounds like hell. Mrs. Buckeye just pretty much emasculated that truck, and I'm not going to repeat what she said because I'm a Christian. But it wasn't good. Anyhow, that brings us to the next level. Here we go. These are 61 through 80. Dumping it in the bag of death. Here's Buckeye. I'll mix those up. Mix them up real good, babe. You can hear her mixing them up. She'll get in there and dig with her hands. So I want to take a minute while I've got the stage tonight, and just thank the YTPC. I want to thank you all for your friendship, your encouragement, the viewers that watch the channel. I want to thank you for taking time to watch the channel and engage in what's going on. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to Mrs. Buckeye. We care about everybody here. And, this is our thank you back to the community, basically. That's why we do these GAWs. We do these GAWs because it allows us to give back and say, thank you for what you do for us. And I say us because we watch your videos. We watch them together. We talk about things. We're a team. We talk about things. We talk about the GAWs. We if anybody's got great content, we talk about that. And we're friends with a lot of folks on here. I just want to say thank you. It does mean a lot to us. This started out as a hobby for me, and it's become oh so much more. It's become an escape. It's become a refuge at times. It's become encouragement, uplifting. We've laughed at videos. We've cried at a few videos. We really feel like we've been accepted in the community, and if the subscriber level stays where it's at, you've heard me say from day one, whether it's 1 or 1 million, we're still going to have a good time. We're still going to put out content, and we're still going to try to reach out and make a difference in folks' lives. And just know that you've made a difference in our lives. We watch as many videos as we can, and we interact as much as we can. And you all are an important part of our life because, at night, we don't sit there and let me find what I do with it here. We don't sit there and just watch cable TV and call it a night and go to sleep. We check in with all y'all, and we check in to see what's going on and what's up in your lives. And that means a lot to us. It really does. Just wanted you all to know that. I just wanted you all to know how appreciative we are of that. And now if I could just get Mrs. Buckeye to smoke a pipe, which she does on occasion. I see her puffing on my church warrants, even though she won't admit it. But thank you to everybody in the YTPC, whether you're a subscriber, not a subscriber, whether you produce content, you don't, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It takes a lot to get on and do this. It takes a lot even just to comment and say thank you or hi or how's your day. We realize that, and we're very appreciative of that. We really are. So let's dump some more names in the hat, shall we? Usernames are numbers 81 on. Another stack of 20. Bag of death. Getting heavy now. So we've got 100 names, 100 numbers in there right now. You know, Mrs. Buckeye and I both agreed today that we would do this on poker chips because we will probably do other giveaways down the road. This isn't just a one-time deal. So that's why we put it in permanent marker on poker chips. So we're going to do more. And it may be a birthday guy. It doesn't have anything necessarily to do with subs. It could be anything. But we really appreciate, we love to be able to give back, and to, you know, if we can make somebody's day, it just means the world to us. And it's what we like to do. Our pipe's groaning. The future. So what are you going to do in the future, Buckeye Piper? Great question. You know, as you've seen on the channel, we're in the process of hopefully buying this house. We've got a lot going on in our lives. We want to continue the channel. We've had a lot of fun doing the channel, and usually you get stuck with Buckeye. You usually don't get Mrs. Buckeye. On the rare occasion she does a cameo. But we've done some stuff where we've traveled, and you know, we did the Virginia Beach video this year and a few other videos to where Mrs. Buckeye was in them. We want to do more of that in the future. We do. So it's going to be more than just tobacco reviews and pipe reviews. We're going to continue to share our life with you. And if you like to watch it, great. And if you don't, hey, that's cool too. You know, we don't force our content on anybody. But we've got the house we're going to buy this year. If everything goes well, hopefully close in the next week or so. We've got some vacations on the horizon. Some traveling we want to do. Some traveling next year we want to do. We want to take y'all along with us. So it's kind of the future state of the channel. So where we want to grow. All right, here's the last group. 101 to 118 going in the bag of death. So there you go. So we're going to mix those up a little bit more. So again, we had 118 names all in. If I read back through my notes, 34 I'm in comments that were as part of the video. And then the rest were VRs to take us to 118 names. Again, Smoking Vets 2, thank you so much for letting us know that we missed you. I went through YouTube about 4 or 5 times today to try to find everybody. Make sure we didn't miss anybody. We don't want to miss anybody. So thank you for being part of our journey. Again, a lot of great friendships have been born. Whether it's here on YouTube, whether it's on House Party, whether it's on Zoom, whether you send me an email, whether you've called me. By the way, my email is in the info on the channel. More than welcome to send me an email. I've done a couple trades with you all. I've done some swapping with you all. I've been able to give some stuff and get gifted, and that's all just great part of the YTPC. And again, just want to say thank you for being part of our journey. So now that I've held you hostage here almost 31 minutes, Mrs. Buckeye, anything you want to say to the masses? Let me mix them up some. And we'll shake them up some more. Look at that quality bag of death that she did for me. You want to take them and mix them up one more time. Take another minute and just mix the heck out of them. And just again, let me say thank you. Again, anybody that has a little bit of Penzance, if you have an 8-ounce bag and you want to come off of it or make a little bit of money, let me know. I'm in the market. Defiant. Not so much for me. Not bad. Use your own judgment. Without further ado, 32-minute mark. Let's see what we got here. Mrs. Buckeye has confirmed that these have been mixed fantastically. You hear me mixing them again. Let me get one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Right here. '85. Number 85. Let's flip through and see who number 85 is. Number 85 is Northeast Piper UK. Northeast Piper UK. So drop me a link down below. Give me, you've got my mailing address, my email address. Shoot me an email with your mailing address. Again, a couple things I need. What would you like on your cup? I don't think I can get Northeast Piper UK all on the cup. So what do you want on your mug? And number 2, shoot me your mailing address. Again, this is going overseas, no big deal. If it gets hung up in customs, you have to get it out now. That I'll get it to you, but if it gets caught in customs, you'll have to get it out. But for my friend Northeast Piper UK, thank you again for your friendship. Thank you again for everything. That is number 85. And that is Northeast Piper UK. We'll get this out to you. Hit me up, brother, on what you want on your mug. And hit me up with your mailing address. We'll get this out to you right away. Thank y'all for sticking with me for 34 minutes. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the friendship. Look forward to maybe doing another GAW here. We're at 430 for subs now. Maybe we'll do another one at 550. We'll see. See how the channel grows. And wishing you all the blessings in the world. Take care of one another out there. Pay it forward. We'll catch you next time. Have a good night.